Hi guys, it's gsndon.com and I'm here with a handset called Oppo Find 5. We already reviewed the Oppo Finder model, and this is a very elegant box that has a magnetic closing system. You can see that we have a magnetic band here, and this is how the box closes. The Oppo Find 5 is a flagship phone from the company Oppo. It costs 400 euros, which is pretty affordable for a flagship, for a 5-inch Full HD phone. This is the device. Quite bulky if you ask me, but also reasonably powerful. Okay, now let's see what's inside the box. Once again, a very elegant box. And in here we find the small key that is used to remove the micro SIM tray. As you can see, it's shaped like the Oppo logo, or at least one of the O's of the logo. Okay, moving even further, we find the manual with some instructions. And then the usual accessories, including a pair of headphones that remind me of the older generation iPhone headphones. Then the charger, white charger, which makes me think about maybe Samsung. And finally the USB cable. Okay, now let's check out the device some more. As I said, this is a flagship phone. It has a micro SIM card slot. It measures 8.9 millimeters in thickness, and it weighs 165 grams. Which is pretty heavy. It's a couple of dozen grams heavier than the Galaxy S4, for example. And these are the volume buttons, and here is the on-off button that I'm going to press and start up the device. This is the Oppo logo I was talking about. So we got here an IPS LCD 5-inch screen with Full HD resolution, Gorilla Glass protection. The Oppo Find 5 also comes with Dolby Mobile technology. It has no microSD card slot, and it's available with 16 or 32 gigabytes of storage. This is the initial setup. I'm going to set up the Wi-Fi letter, and finally it's all done. A very fast setup process, which I always like. As you can see, we have 3 capacitive buttons below the display: back, home and menu. The interface is totally customized. It's different from the interfaces you're used to on Android devices. It's more playful, more childish, as one would say. This is the notification area. This is the settings area. All the icons have been slightly tweaked and modified. Once again, an IPS LCD screen, 5 inches here. The icons are playful and childish. And let's see, we seem to have a file manager in here, looking quite good. This is the weather app. You also have a music widget. I'm curious about the way of inserting widgets, so apparently you keep this pressed. You can see some of the widgets here. They actually look pretty hot. But now let's talk a bit about the handset. This phone comes with 2 gigabytes of RAM, also HSPA connectivity, DLNA, Bluetooth 4.0, and I'm very curious to see the camera UI, see if that has been customized as well. Here it is, pretty simple and minimalistic. Panorama, Beautify, HDR and normal, some settings, defaults, grid, location, timer, resolution, 30 megapixel camera, by the way, that's what we're dealing with here. Very simple UI, perhaps too simple, but we'll see about that later on. Let's see the video capture. As usual, 1080p. You can do slow motion or high speed in 480p. And that's all I wanted to show in the camera department. So this camera is a 13 megapixel one with LED flash and a nice metal casing here. From what I can see, it's dual LED. I hope I'm not mistaken. There seem to be 2 LED flashes there. We also have HDR and the front 1.9 megapixel camera here. This handset runs Jelly Bean, but let's confirm that in the About section. About phone, it runs, let's see, should be written somewhere here. I'm used to it being written, oh, here it is, Android version 4.1.1, Jelly Bean, and the CPU inside this device is a Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro, quad-core 1.5 GHz. There is also the Adreno 320 GPU There's no FM radio, but we've got GPS, and you should know that this phone is available in black or white. The battery here is a non-removable lithium-ion unit, 2500 mAh. And from what I heard, it has a pretty cool way of multitasking, so let's keep home pressed. This is how you multitask, a pretty interesting way. We also have a quick cleanup button, and for now I like the multitasking and widgets. Those are the things I like the best. Let's see some of the bundled apps. We have a wallpaper app, near me apps, some syncing, some tools, apparently Facebook, quick office, so a lot of bundled apps, the special Google section with Google+, YouTube and all that. And let's see if we can tweak the brightness a bit. I'm curious of what level of brightness this is. It's actually pretty bright. So let's check out the display settings. Very nice and very clean interface in the settings area. Lock screen, auto rotate, brightness. Okay, so I took the brightness just a bit lower. Once again, this is the Oppo Find 5. It costs 400 euros. Affordable for a flagship Full HD phone. And the design is pretty squared, as you can see. It's all rectangular lines. It's not that rounded. It's a unibody polycarbonate design, and it feels a bit like an Xperia phone from 2012. Okay guys, this is it. This is the unboxing of the Oppo handset of the latest generation, the Oppo Find 5. Hope you like the unboxing. This is gsmlone.com. We'll be back with a full review as soon as possible. Bye bye.